Hello, this is Matthew's Fan Company. How to change an oscillation motor. First, you're going to need a T15 security screw, a Phillips head screwdriver, some pliers, some cutters, and an oscillation motor. First thing, you're going to want to oscillate your fan all the way to the right side. And then next, you're going to want to remove these 4 screws and back here to remove the back cap and cage. You might want to grab a friend because it's easier, and you want to place your hand on front of the cage to make sure it doesn't fall. Pull on the cage lightly and remove the back cap. Then you want to push the cage back in and reinsert the screws that you removed. Then you want to get your T15 security screw bit and remove the screw. And you want to place that somewhere safe. Next, you want to take your Phillips head screwdriver and remove the shoulder bolt. That will expose the camshaft and loosen up your fan. Next, you're going to want to oscillate your oscillation all the way to the right. So you see the T15 security screw bit underneath. Then you want to remove the screw with your T15. Now you want to get your screwdriver and remove your camshaft screw right in the middle. And that should loosen up your camshaft. And you could just pull that right off. Next, you're going to want to make sure all the power is turned off in the room and all the power turned off to the fan, so you don't electrocute yourself or cause any damage. And you remove these 2 oscillation screws. Next, you want to take your cutters and remove the zip tie. Then you want to pull out your oscillation motor and trace back your wires. It should only be white and gray. You trace back your white one to 2 other white ones, and you remove the cap. You just untwist those. Then you want to trace back your gray wire, which should be connected to the blue wire. And you just untwist those as well. And you want to grab your new oscillation motor and rewire it. You can put the oscillation motor inside to make it easier for you. Trace back your gray wire to your blue wire. Just twist those together. You want to grab all three of your white wires and twist those together. You want to grab your oscillation screw and your flathead, your Phillips head screwdriver, and reinstall them to put your motor in place. You want to grab your zip tie and tie your wires all back together. You can just adjust them back together, at least like so. Next, you're gonna want to put back on your camshaft with the top side facing downward. You want to grab your camshaft screw with the washer and use your Phillips head screwdriver to reinstall it. Nice and snug, not too tight. You want to grab one of your T15 screws and your security bit to reinstall a little bit. Again, nice and snug, not too tight. You want to connect the power up again and oscillate your oscillation till you see the top of the camshaft. You want to stop it right when it's pointing up. Now you can reinstall the shoulder bolt. With the crush washer. Nice and snug, not too tight. Then you want to take your last T15 screw and screw that in. Next, you want to add just a little bit of grease to your shoulder bolt and camshaft. And then you can take your back cap and reinstall that and remove the 4 screws. Make sure you're holding on to that cage so it doesn't fall. And when putting it back on the back cap, you want to make sure it's aligned with the holes. One other way and it won't match. You want to make sure you got all the wires inside so you don't cut anything, and just kind of wiggle that back and forth inside until you see the holes line up. And you want to push on the cage and reinsert your screws with your Phillips head screwdriver. Now you successfully changed your oscillation motor. This was Matthew's Fan Company, how to change an oscillation motor. I'm Jonathan, this is Edgar. Thank you.